Bison Football Show with Coach Tim Polasek. Brought to you by Gate City Bank for a better way of life. And Pepsi.
2nd down and 7. Peyton wants to throw. Going downfield for Bryce Lance, who's waiting for it, and Lance has got it. Trying to break away from a tackle all the way to the 20-yard line.
It was rainy, it was wet, but it was a Bison victory yesterday in Terre Haute as we welcome you in to the Bison Football Show. Bison head coach Tim Polasek, Sam Neidermann with you. Hope it's been a nice weekend, Coach. Great to see you. Congrats on the win. A little adversity, a little change-up, and the team was able to hang back and deliver the victory.
Yeah, it was, outside of the rain delay, right? I mean, it was a lot of good football in the second half again. Excuse me. And then in the first half, we had our first time that we stumbled, and we just couldn't captivate third downs and stay on the football field. But I thought overall we came out of the second half. I mean, we came out ready to go.
Yeah, big time response. We're going to dig into all the stats, all the highlights here on today's show, starting with the first half in Memorial Stadium, Terre Haute, Indiana. Our first half highlights brought to you by Gate City Bank. Opening series, Coach, get things started, Reese Kessel.
Yeah, really good misdirection play. Reese comes open there on the swipe route, and, very productive 14, 15-yard gain. And nice job by Cole, too, working through the progression.
Reese making this start, 12 yards on the first play from scrimmage to get the Bison drive going. Then in Sycamore territory, Barika Kpeenu, we've seen this a few times, pushing the pile after contact.
Yeah, really good job by Fraley. Just seeing the linebacker try to run through and then shutting that down. And then Cole did a nice job of staying a passer yesterday and working to find guys downfield.
Had plenty of time there to connect with Bryce Lance. Bison down to the gold zone. And then a tip and interception. Jorge Valdez with the pick for the Sycamores.
Yeah, it's the one stat in football I hate, that goes down as an interception. We just haven't had the ball bounce the wrong way for us at all this year, and so that was a little bit unfortunate. Gave Indiana State, I think, a renewed sense of life because we went right down the field.
They were able to get out of their own end zone, but on 4th down, they fake a punt. Harry Traum goes for the first down.
Yeah, a lot of credit to their head coach and Devin Kleinman and us. We had a pretty good call. We had 3 guys with eyes on it. We just didn't do a good job rallying and corralling the ball and keeping the cup.
They would go all the way down the field. 14-play drive. Nick Osho into the end zone. 3-yard score. All of a sudden, a 7-0 game. Bison would take over. 3rd down and 7 late first quarter. Cole Peyton using his legs for the first.
Yeah, really good blitz pickup by Barika. That kind of created a running lane for him. And then, we got Cole involved a little bit with the quarterback run game on a couple bypass plays and so forth. And really nice execution there by Reese.
Another one there for 2nd down and 15. Peyton picks it up. 16-yard gain. He'd rush for 77 and a score in this game. Then, early second quarter, Cole extending the play, able to make his way inside the 10, inside the 5 for the first down.
Yeah, everything's going pretty good here, right? The weather's nice, and we're extending drives, and we're getting inside the 5. And then it's really good to get Truman in the end zone. I had no idea it was his first touchdown, and so congratulations to the local kid.
Yeah, the senior out of Fargo Davies High School, his first career score, 3 yards on 1st down and goal, and the Bison answer back. Extra point good to make it 7-7. Under 3 minutes to play the half. 3rd down and 5. Rajon Nelson tumbling across the way. That's a big 3rd down conversion. It would set up this 54-yard field goal from Eli Ozick. Had the distance and the accuracy. 10-7 Bison.
Yeah, it's good to have the lead going into halftime here. We got to go out and play defense yet, but great kick. We figure he's about 54, 55. There was a slight crosswind there, but he's been pretty consistent from that distance.
Matched his career long, and the Bison take the lead into the halftime locker room. You take a look at the halftime stats brought to you by Nodak Insurance Company. What stands out here, Coach?
Well, the 5 penalties, it was also, we had false start on 2 plays. We had a defensive penalty, for stemming improperly. Somebody asked, what were the defensive calls? And we actually were clapping on one of our signals, and you can't do that if the opposing team uses clap cadence. And so we have to clean that up from a signal standpoint. And then we also had a illegal stem where we were too active with our hands. You can't move on defense anymore trying to draw off the offensive players, and that's kind of what happened. Yeah,
3-point game going into halftime, 10-7 in favor of the Bison. We'll take a break, and when we come back, second half highlights from Terre Haute. NDSU looking to assert its dominance after the long weather delay as well. We've got all the action for you after the break.
What does it mean to be a mutual bank? It means we don't have shareholders, and we focus on serving our customers and communities. As the region's only mutual bank, we offer flexible financing and fast local credit decisions for your business. Provide you peace of mind on closing day for your new home. And loan options to help you move forward when life hits you with the unexpected. Being a mutual bank isn't just how we're set up, it's how we show up. Every customer, every community, every day. Mutual makes the difference.
Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue. Carry on.
These days, reliability means everything. And at Shields, we're always by your side. For your biggest adventures and your everyday victories. With Shields Visa and Shields Visa Rewards, we're here to celebrate every milestone and help you do more of what you love, so you never go alone. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Les Schwab changed the tire game more than 70 years ago. Today, we still believe you should get more from less. Like more hustle, less hassle, more of the best service around, less of the runaround. Because we include America's best tire warranty in every tire we sell. So you get more unbeatable warranty, less charging you extra. It's why we're more than proud to say, you get more from less.
Ding dong.
Mountain Dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain, lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and that cool, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Welcome back on into the Bison Football Show, along with Bison head coach Tim Polasek. I'm Sam Neidermann. Glad to have you along with us. 10-7 Bison at the half in Terre Haute. Let's look at our second half highlights brought to you by Gate City Bank. This was really unique, Coach. Weather delay, 2 hours plus. Take us through what everything was looking like in the locker room.
Yeah, the good news is Illinois State was in a weather delay early in the season, so I had heard about that. And we actually had a really good plan as far as making sandwiches, ham and cheese, turkey sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly. We got that all passed out, so we refueled, and then we really got a good job of getting some information to the players on what we were going to go out and try to get established. We came out with a great spirit, and our warm-up was really good. And so we handled all that. And then to get the pick right here on the first play, you know, Logan Cobb doing a great job extending his near hand to the ball and knocking this thing out.
Yeah, it was worth the wait. Jalen Crumby, hot potato. It was bouncing around. He's almost able to take it back to the house, and he gets down to the 3.
Yeah, we got to get him in the end zone next time.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for it, but then the offense would pick it up. Just the very next play, Cole Payton into the end zone, and you got a 10-point lead.
Yeah, almost option football play there, right? We got 2 throwing options, and if Cole doesn't like those, you know, he can turn on the jets and race to the pylon. Really good execution.
17-7 Bison. It would bring us to our Midwest Dairy drive of the game. Dairy is your game day MVP. It's high-quality protein, helps build muscle while powering our team through practice, game day, and beyond for better performance and everyday health. Dairy helps us all bring our best game. This would be an 80-yard drive, coach, down the field in 5 minutes. Got started Raja on the ground here for the first.
Well, yeah, and it's interesting. You can't really see how hard it's raining, but it was raining pretty good, so we were going to have to do this, on the ground with really short passes. And to get Raja involved, I thought DJ is running really well. Barika continues to get better, and we're hitting some big runs and getting some chunks here. It's pretty good production.
Explosive from DJ Scott, a season high in rushing yards for DJ, taking it down. Take a look at the physicality of the finish.
Yeah, he does. He's just strong. He runs really hard, and he's a punishing runner when he gets on defensive backs. And this was a great run and crease by the O-line with Barika extending the ball and drawing the horse collar penalty, obviously, at the end.
Yeah, big-time run for Barika Kpeenu, 15 yards to the house, and that would cap off our Midwest Dairy drive of the game as you get another look. 24-7 Bison. Later in the third quarter, after Code Green just kept on racking up the stops, Barika forward across the 30-yard line for first down. Then on second down and 10, Cole Payton, Reese Kessel over the middle, able to find a first down to the Sycamore 42-yard line. It was a good day for the young tight end coach.
Yeah, he had 3 or 4 catches. It was real productive. I like how fast he's playing after he catches it, becoming a real weapon with yak and yards after contact.
Second down and 3, first play of the fourth quarter. Barika all the way inside the 20, another first down carry. And then it would set up first down and 10 at the 18. DJ Scott cuts to the outside and all the way with a house call.
That was awesome because play 20 and play 19 were the exact same calls in the second half. And I think DJ got to learn, okay, I can get out a one-on-one matchup with the safety, step on his toes and beat him for a touchdown.
It was awesome. 18-yard score, his 5th of the season. That would put the Bison up by 24. Another stop by Code Green. 2nd and 7. Cole Payton finds Bryce Lance, 42 yards for the explosive.
Yeah, it was interesting because we're at this point in the game where the rain had settled a little bit. So we talked about getting to a pass or two, and all of a sudden it started raining again, and Cole threw up a ball that did get there physically, but it wasn't spinning real great.
Yeah, Bryce able to come down with it. Then on third down at 8, Jackson Williams off the scramble from Cole, down inside the 10. Take another look.
Well, I think it would be really good if Cole can add this as part of his game, where he scrambles and he's moving and he's keeping the receivers alive. We've worked hard at the scramble drill, and it's paying off right there. And then good surge by the O-line. This is a quarterback sneak with a handoff to it, basically, and Barika punches in. And I thought he got in on the first attempt.
Yeah, he's able to get the 6 no matter what as the Bison take a 38-7 lead. Chase Evink with the big play.
Yeah, I was thinking about him and that play he made. A year ago, he's carrying the ball in high school football as a running back, probably in the 235 range. And then today, he's 283. It's awesome to see the celebration by his teammates.
Yeah, really neat. And then finally, to finish it off, Peder Haugo on 4th and 5 makes the tackle. A really strong second half by the defense coach. Yeah,
it was really good, and I think our special teams played well, for the most part in the coverage units. But defensively, a lot of young guys played there early in the fourth quarter, and I liked the activity level. They were hitting fits. It was physical, and Peder Haugo's an unsung hero in the game. He had 7 tackles, including some work on special teams.
Yeah, absolutely terrific. We're going to hear from him in just a little bit later on in the show. Our final stats brought to you by Nodak Insurance Company. They had 5 first downs on their touchdown drive, Coach. They only had 5 more the rest of the game.
Yeah, it was good production all around. Our first down production obviously picked up offensively, which provided opportunities on second down and then more manageable third downs. And the disappointing part coming out of the game is just the 4th and 1 that we missed, or the 3rd and 1 prior to that, not staying on the field. We got to be a little bit better knowing a team like Indiana State's going to do whatever it takes to win. And so I was a little bit discouraged with our punt return unit giving up the fake. But overall, really productive. I thought the O-line moved forward again. And we did good. We did well from the defensive perspective.
Now 38-7, the final Bison now 7-0, 4-0 in Valley play. After the game, our Nodak Insurance Company player of the game, Barika Kpeenu.
Was it fun to play in the rain? Did you enjoy it?
I don't mind rain games, yeah, it reminds me of high school, especially playing West Fargo. That's the memory that comes up when I play in rain games and stuff like that. And so, no, I enjoy it for sure.
Do you kind of get the feeling when once the rain comes, we're going to go back to smash mouth Bison football, run the ball? Does that get you excited?
Exactly. That's exactly what it is, because you know what the objective is, and you know what the standard is, and what to expect. You know, when the rain comes, you expect that, you know, the running backs we're gonna start running the ball. So us running backs, we don't shy away from it. We accept the challenge. We is ready to go for that for sure.
Barika with 113 yards, 2 scores, coach, and he did not mind playing a little ball game in the rain.
Yeah, that's the feeling I had when we were getting ready to bring him out. Okay, guys, get your gear on. You know, it's raining pretty good, but we're clear of lightning. And it was like pure joy coming out of that tunnel. And the guys were really excited just to play, you know, football, because there are so many memories growing up, whether it's Pee-wee or high school that you play in the weather. You know, we're fortunate in a dome. We just don't get those opportunities for bad weather, and that was the first time here as a Bison that we've ever had a delay, and the guys were super excited, and Barika played a really good football game, and he continues to get better, and we're going to have him, you know, going down the pipe in this stretch coming up.
No doubt, already up to 11 touchdowns on the year for BK. All right, let's check out our Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota carry of the game. Stay a play ahead of your health when you carry blue. Find out how at bcbsnd.com. We're going back to DJ's run, coach. 18-yarder and the big cut here to free himself up.
Yeah, like I mentioned, the play previous was the exact same call. And I think DJ was able to, you know, look at Barika's rep and then get a little bit more pressure on this safety. If you see it here, the safety gets his feet square, and then usually running backs can get their straight arm or their stiff arm on the guy and then get to the pylon. You know, it was really well blocked, obviously. Anytime you're that clean to the safety, you know, we're expecting those guys to make more yards, win one-on-one matchups, and DJ did that there. I thought Dan had really good rhythm in the second half. It's kind of fun to move the chess pieces around. You know, they blitzed us like crazy in the first half, and our run plan in the second half was really good.
Yeah, you could see it there. DJ and BK getting it done in the Bison backfield. All right, we're going to take another timeout. Much more to come here on tonight's Bison football show. When we return, it's our Olaf Anderson feature, talking with another local Bison, Peder Haugo.
A better way of life is better days off and better nights in. Better hellos and better goodbyes. With locally approved, financed, and serviced home loans, Gate City Bank makes buying a home simple. Welcome home. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
These days, reliability means everything. And at Shields, we're always by your side. For your biggest adventures and your everyday victories. With Shields Visa and Shields Visa Rewards, we're here to celebrate every milestone and help you do more of what you love, so you never go alone. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Les Schwab changed the tire game more than 70 years ago. Today, we still believe you should get more from less. Like more hustle, less hassle, more of the best service around, less of the runaround. Because we include America's best tire warranty in every tire we sell. So you get more unbeatable warranty, less charging you extra. It's why we're more than proud to say, you get more from less.
Orthopedic pain is limiting. It's unpredictable. And when it disrupts the way you move, it disrupts the way you live. Life is better when you feel empowered to move the way you want, when you want. And that's where our experts come in. We're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatment options that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries, and restore your confidence. Take back the freedom to move. Explore your orthopedic options at Sanford Health.
Welcome back to the Bison Football Show. Bison head coach Tim Polasek, Sam Neidermann here with you. It's time for our Olaf Anderson feature. We mentioned we're going to talk about him again tonight. Peder Haugo going from offense to defense. Check it out.
It was finally nice to know that, I'm bought into a position, and kind of just gave me the ability to follow Kopp's and Logan's and Nathan's lead, and kind of just see what their process looks like and try to meld who I am as a player and my process after them. So it was finally nice to kind of have that settled.
You still have the itch, though, to go back there?
I do. When I see other guys getting to handle the ball, I miss it sometimes. I didn't think I would miss carrying the ball, but definitely an aspect of the game that I'm missing. So,
how much of a unique story, though, Peter, is it now to tell? Like, yeah, my first year here, like 3 days in, I was switched to running back.
Yeah, it's a really cool story. I feel like it'll be cool to look at in maybe 30, 40 years, look at my bio and get to see that, I had some rushing yards and some reception yards my first year, so I think it'll be pretty cool to show my kids and my grandkids too.
Here you go. It's your opportunity. Describe that.
It's awesome to see. There's 3 redshirt sophomores, or Donnie, he was in our class, but 3 of us playing that position, so it's pretty cool, that the bond that we have.
I feel like you guys are all going through this together. How much easier does that make things?
It makes it really easy to have Donnie, somebody my class or same age, kind of going through the same stuff, and I'm really learning behind him because he's almost a vet in the sense that he was here a semester before all of us, and he's getting a lot of time, so it's a cool relationship.
All right, so let me take it back to last year. Did he tackle you last year during practice?
Yeah, I think all the linebackers were tackling me during practice, so Gio kind of makes some jokes calling the offensive guys soft, and they're normally pointed towards me, directed towards me, so it's a good time in there.
Awesome to see Peder Haugo repping the green and gold out of Fargo North High School, coach, and always a little fun when you go from offense to defense.
Well, he handled that whole situation so well. We really, truly were running out of some bodies at running back last year. Our depth wasn't great. And so when we went to Peder and, kind of talked to him about playing some special teams, getting that opportunity, playing some running back, learning that part. With every decision that we've made when we have played a freshman, it's really helped them the next year to become more impactful. And so Peder's future is really bright. He's really fast. He's got good size. Now it's a matter of getting him enough pitchers where he can start playing with instincts and off of read keys. And he's doing a good job. I see a lot of leadership qualities in Peder moving forward. I think he's going to be an addition to the leadership council in the wintertime and just continue to grow in our program. And it's been nothing but really, really fun to work with him, and he's an explosive athlete.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool seeing him in the Dome. He grew up playing just across the street for the Fargo Dome with the Spartans. Well, Coach, wanted to ask you, everybody in Bison Nation wondering about Jackson Dutenheffer after his injury yesterday. What's the update?
Yeah, it's quite a scare for a football team when you see someone go down like that, and then the paramedics are out there, and all of a sudden all the trainers are out there. But quite frankly, about an hour after he left the stadium, we were starting to get pretty positive reports as far as his extremities. He was able to move all his parts, and those are things that are good. The pain was dissipating, and so everything is moving forward. Jackson's doing well. He'll be back for us on the football field. Probably questionable for this week, though.
And no doubt, really good to hear the positive update on Jackson out of Mandan, team captain. Bison through and through.
Well, it was great to get his family down on the field as quickly as possible. We sent Derek Lang running over there, and he got him down there. And our thoughts and prayers were not only with Jackson, but with the family as well.
Yeah, really good to hear that we'll have Jackson back here soon. All right, we're going to take a break. Last segment coming up here on the Bison Football Show. A big one down in Brookings. It's the Dakota Marker game with number 1 NDSU taking on number 2 SDSU.
What does it mean to be a mutual bank? It means we don't have shareholders, and we focus on serving our customers and communities. As the region's only mutual bank, we're here to help. Whether you're growing a business, financing the unexpected, or buying your new home. Every customer, every community, every day. Mutual makes the difference.
Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue. Carry on.
These days, reliability means everything. And at Shields, we're always by your side. For your biggest adventures and your everyday victories. With Shields Visa and Shields Visa Rewards, we're here to celebrate every milestone and help you do more of what you love, so you never go alone. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance in the glove box has changed to a quick tap to our online app. And as new technologies make farming more efficient, our coverage ensures you're always protected. The way we live and work has changed, but our values, service, and commitment have remained the same. Nodak is constantly evolving to meet your insurance needs and deliver answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Agents with answers.
Hey, grab me one too.
Wrapping things up here on the Bison Football Show. It is one of the best weeks of the year. It is marker week officially as NDSU goes down to Brookings to take on SDSU in prime time. 7 p.m. kickoff on the ESPN family of networks. Coach, this is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and we get to see another one on display.
Yeah, it's quite frankly the story of it, right? The two schools are linked and going Division I together. You know, I think there were some decisions there that were made that we had to go together, and it's just a war when you play these guys, and you can't forget the Dakota marker is one thing, but there's all these playoff matchups that have happened. And so I don't necessarily look at it like bad blood. We most certainly don't like these guys, but the respect level for how they play football and how we go about our business, the two programs are fairly mirrored in how we operate.
Yeah, you saw that in the two matchups last year, the marker game at home and then the semifinal to go to Frisco. It's going to be another one, I bet, that's got the physicality. What do you see both sides of the ball for what this year's Jacks team features?
Yeah, well, defensively, it's crystal clear that they're emphasized take the ball away. You know, they're trying to create as many and cultivate as many takeaways as possible. And when a team does that, you know, we got to look at ourselves and how do we control that? We got to take care of the football. You know, they got 8 interceptions in the last 2 games. And against Montana State, they punched out 3 or 4 balls. And so that's one thing on defense. They play extremely hard. They get to the ball. They got a defensive head coach still. And so they'll be ready to go on that standpoint. And then offensively, it's an explosive quarterback. There's explosive RPOs and really complicated schemes that way. And their receiving group as a whole will be the best group that we've seen so far, and they're capable on offense. And then they always have a good kicker. They always have a good punter, and they play really good special teams. So we're looking forward to the matchup.
Yeah, it'll be another good one for sure. Down in Brookings, 7 p.m. under the lights. The #1 Bison gets the #2 Jacks. Coach, always appreciate it. Thanks so much. We'll see you down there. Go Bison.
Go Bison.
Go Bison indeed. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. A big thank you to our producer, Mike Capital, our entire WDAY crew. For Coach P, I'm Sam Neidermann. Take care, and as always, go Bison.
Today's Bison Football Show with Coach Tim Polasek has been presented by Gate City Bank, for a better way of life, and Pepsi.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.